Okay, so we have a guest pianist, Dr. Angeline from US Colorado College in Georgia. She gave us a fantastic recital last night. Okay, so we have 4 students today. So the first one, Angeline. Okay.
to know the quality of the sound, which is you have to distinguish between 8th notes and 16th notes. You know what I'm talking about? So in the beginning, right? So you have a 16th down. This has to be different sound than 8th sound. So 8th note is more likely non-legato sound, and then the 16th note is a little quicker with the fingertips, light fingertips, not too heavy. And also in 3, right? Are you left-handed or right-handed? Right-handed? Okay, I figured that. The Prelude, I hear beautiful lines with the right hand, but it was a little bit weak on your left hand. But you have to remember, especially in 3, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's like waltz, but in this period it didn't have waltz. But it's sort of like you have to conduct yourself, and also downbeat is so important. And we come here, and the first is an A flat chord right here, right? So let's start with 1 and 5, tiny chord, and then E flat, right? No. So then E flat, dominant chord, right? In classical music, folk, especially, very important to know the harmonic structure of a tonic and dominant. Yes? You know what I'm talking about? What's the tonic mean? First, yes, tonic note or tonic chord, right? The very first chord of the piece. In this case, it's A flat. Dominant is built on the 5th scale degree, which is an E flat. So 1 and 5, the cadence is almost always 5 to 1, right? Start with the 1, right? So you have to really feel this tonic chord. Da 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 da. You have to feel as a whole, not separately. So that like. Right? So these are all the A flat sound. And the E flat. Right. So Prelude, if you analyze, it's more likely that you go by chord. There's a lot of like notes going on, but you have to hear as a whole, like as a harmony. Okay. So if you do that, then you don't feel so much scared that you have to know all the notes. This note is a part of the chord. Okay, it's connected. So give it a little more support whenever you hear the chord in the downbeat. Okay. So you're gonna start with. So before you play, you gotta know at least what the harmonic structure is in the beginning, right? And then you move on. It got already better, and there is some sequence going on. It's a sequence also. You have to follow those. Like break it a little bit like imitation. And you did good on the imitation in the beginning. that in the beginning announce about what this piece is about, right? That the character and the motive, its rhythmic pattern is right at the beginning, so that da 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 bum 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 da 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 bum bum bum, and then that received by the left hand. So I think that imitation is another factor, important factor in the Baroque period. Yes, music. Yes. Okay. So just think about it and do not rush. You still have to feel like a dance. Okay. Da, da, da. Okay, so in the left hand, give yourself a little one, da da da, bum, and also like it has to be very precise. 1, 2, 3. You hear 1, da 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 da, 1, da 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 da, right? Much better. I will give a little more. And the second one also, don't be scared if the announce of a tonic and dominant in the right at the beginning is important. You got that is like a harmonic structure. It's a setting, right? And then imitation in the right hand and the left hand right after, right? And then in the right hand when you come in the right hand. Give a little more, like a choral, like different voices going on, right? So of course the top voice is important. I think you emphasize that, but also you have got to hear the inner harmony as well. Is it okay? Did you understand what I said? Okay. If you don't understand, let me know. Maybe I will try to explain in a different way. So, what kind of character do you think it is on this piece? Happy? Okay, that's good. Huh? Happy. Oh, like, yes, exactly. So just feel that, okay? I'm sure you know the piece. You know the notes, right? So it's just good. Try to feel more. Bach is scary things, but try to kind of enjoy that feeling that you receive from this music. Yes? Okay. Start over. Focus more on your right hand. You have the character. That is the sequence, right? And also, it's a good example here. Distinguish between 8th note and the 16th note. That rhythmic. That one should be not too heavy. You hear that? More like non-legato sound, yeah, but it has to be really firm about that, yeah. And then left hand, da 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 da. Just play the left hand for me. E flat. a scary thing, but I think you did very well. Follow the musical line, okay? Instead of just try to play the notes, but like phrasing a little bit, okay? Like up and down, and then just follow the natural line. In this period, composer did not write or dynamic like a forte or a piano, and this we play in a modern piano now, but during that time it was a harpsichord. Have you seen harpsichord? Okay, the harpsichord is mechanically different than the modern piano, and also dynamically it doesn't produce much, either forte or piano. So I think you cannot do much coloring. Okay. On the other hand, although this music was written in the Baroque period, right? More likely 1722-ish. Okay. You can still do a lot of coloring with the modern piano, but at that time, when musician played this piece with a harpsichord. So think about it, it doesn't have much going on there. So that's no reason, like just, you have to know the character of the 8th note and then the 16th note. Can you play it one more time and try to be a little lighter with the 16th note? Light, not too heavy, okay? You can, major 27, starting, can you start there? Yeah. Not let it go, okay? Have you learned some theory? So that's the important part. Is it your teacher say anything in here? Right here. You see what I'm talking about? It trip the dominant to tonic there. It's the important cadence before the at the end. So and then this section, I think when you play the second time, you did better. Because you guiding with the right hand, phrasing more with the right hand, and the left hand was following. But in a way that you have to know, right, all those notes and directions. So can you start after this sequence? So I want you to feel this cadence there. Is it a good spot to start? So that's definitely is a cadence right there. So I want you to feel it. Okay, is this a piano? Could be wrong or could be right. So that in your score has a decrescendo to a tonic. So you can brush up a little bit with that trill, right? So there, can you start from right there? Can do a little bit crescendo there to that. That's better. So, I mean, that's your decision. I think that is much clearer, don't you think? Okay. So make sure that you get to know those important cadence points. Okay, and then finish. Can you do one more time from the major 33? You did better, much better. Yeah. Like it? Okay, so at the end, also it had a fermata, right? So I think you did a little too much ritardato. I felt at the end. So can you start from somewhere here? Your teacher said a forte. Forte way to the end, maybe. Yeah, da. Okay. One last time from here. Right. Feel more da, right? Example of human voice, right? The instrumental music in Bruch derived from the soprano, alto, tenor, bass, the choral style. Okay, so this is a good example. So you will taste soprano color, alto color, tenor color, bass color. So 4 different human voices you can create it when you play this instrumental music. Okay, it required a lot of time to practice that layer, right? Soprano. How did you practice this? Voice by voice, right? Yeah. Soprano, alto tenor, and then soprano, soprano bass, right? So what did you learn from it? When you? Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. A good, important point of learning the fugue, right? Yeah. So, did you notice all the entrance? I can tell that you have a lot of coloring going on. So this color represents the voices. Okay. So each voice you have to treat equally. That's why it's one of the challenging work that we all have to face with this type of composition. Yes. It's very complex. It's not that simple, right? Prelude is based on the harmonic structure, but this one is more into it. Yes, more theory involved, right? More in depth to understand, because 4 different voices doing different things. Okay, I know driving me crazy sometimes. Whenever I work with a Bach piece, I feel like, you know, why I have to suffering to work like not only each voices, but what's going on with the 2 voices, 3 voices, and then all together. Okay, so it requires a lot of patient work. But I think you did basically you done a good work. Okay, so having said that, since you already practice voice by voice and about the combination and different combinations, so why don't you just, since we don't have much time, why don't you just play the run through, okay? Okay, just think about that and then just play through, okay? Keep up the good work.